TNA Impact just had their first Impact on AMC and the Curtis Caldwell Center in Dallas, Texas. There was a few things that happened on the card. Look forward to talking to you guys about this. Look, it's a Thursday. It's very rare that Unpopular Review goes live on a Thursday talking about wrestling, but we would be remiss if we didn't talk about Impact. Hey, do us a favor here if you're watching us on YouTube. Hit that like, subscribe, notification button. If you're on Twitter or X, however you want to call it, retweet it, share it, and join the conversation. Let's put down this lovely, lovely graphic down. As you can tell, I feel like we've spoiled and already, as I look for this picture, this is bad. We already pulled back the curtain here and revealed that one, AJ Styles was here. I'm one of your hosts, the Great Grand Slam Poobah, aka Bad Guy Jack, and I'm joined with the executive one. It's very rare that we work together. The executive consultant, EC. How the heck are you?
I'm good. I'm excited, as excited as I can
I can
sound,
tell.
because we had in my opinion, a very good start to the AMC, which is a channel that was chanted. Never heard that in wrestling before. The channel chanted uh, era of TNA wrestling.
I do want to piggyback on what you was gonna say. I thought the show was a really good first episode. There were some things I was into, some things I wasn't into, and it also made me go like, "Well, I need to get back into TNA because there's a lot of wrestlers and storylines and stuff going on that I don't know what's going on, so I had to get back into it." They were out there in Texas. They have a pay-per-view this Saturday. I'm pretty sure I won't be catching it, but I will like to see the results and stuff like that. We did also get some NXT appearances. We had Zarya and Soruka being out there. We had some debuts. Can't wait to talk about that. How did you feel? We don't have to go all in total order, but I want to give you the floor here, the executive one. What did you think about some of the surprises that we got here tonight on this debut episode on AMC?
I think the most noticeable one is the one that people hated on the most, is the one that people might not mention the most, and that's Dixie Carter. Um, the fact that she was there for the first time in over a decade, I feel like it was very good. It was whether people want to respect her, love her, or hate her, you have to give her the fact that a lot of your favorite times. And when I mean your, I'm not talking about Bad Guy Jackie. When I'm him too, the viewer. And my favorite times is when Dixie Carter was running the place. Let's just be real, right? I had a good time when Dixie Carter was running the place. Since she left, they've had some lows, but they also had some highs, but they've had some lows.
Yeah.
About a year or so ago, they fired their former president when I thought
Yeah.
that he was bringing TNA in an upswing, and I was
Yeah,
ready to hit the
terrible.
nail in the coffin for them again. These people have more lives than a cat because look at where they are now. They're actually doing better
I was,
than they were doing at that
I got,
time. So
I have to say, when you said cat, I made me look for mines, and I can't find them, and so I'm very, very sad.
he
But
finally
I
ran
did,
away.
and yeah, shut up. But no, I concur with that. I mean, she was around for some of the best time period of TNA and stuff like that. It was kind of hard to watch when she was out there and that crowd just booed. I cringed for us. Oof. Ooh, I couldn't even. I think I like walked away because it was just very hard to watch that. But
It
she
was
was around for
unnecessary.
some. It was well, a lot of people they just want to be edgy. I think I just feel like that's what people want to do. Look, there was a lot
It
of
was
bad
unnecessary.
decisions that Dixie Carter has made, but while there were bad decisions, I do sit here and say I think about that. Some of my favorite time period of TNA is I would say '05, but I sometimes say '06 to, and I even then 2010. I know everyone hated 2010s, but I always say they were gems in 2010s. I can't remember so much after like 2012, 2013, and even then I'm pretty sure because I forget when Austin Aries was champion. That was some of my favorite times. What's going on, George? We got George. You know what? I'm so sorry, guys. You guys are in the chat. Let's highlight that. What is going on? I thought the show was good. What's good, fellas? What's going on, Jeffrey? Show was good as a whole. Crowd was fire. You two play nice? Absolutely not, because that's just not the chemistry that we have. And he's a fool for wearing sunglasses indoors when it's 11 at night. So absolutely not. And that burgundy shirt, not a fan. She was trying to be Stephanie McMahon at the time, sure. I think now she's a lot more humble and she's not. She made AJ's life a living hell. I don't know. Was that a work or a shoot? Because she did make it hell. It was that terrible match. It was called like Dixieland. I remember it was a Dixieland match.
It was a work because I mean she was.
I know it's a work.
Yeah, but let's call it space. AJ came out. He said, "Hey, I don't want to be here, but I'm going to be here." And he said his piece. He got the crowd hyped like he was supposed to, and he left immediately. Walked right.
They really did.
Yeah.
I was real quick. I didn't mean to interrupt you here, sir.
No,
I was sitting there thinking like maybe we could kind of get AJ in a match or something. Maybe something because it's the first AMC show. Maybe we see him in action and the first time in over 10 years. And when he did it, he said the things like TNA did the chant, and he said, what's it called? Hook, line, and sinker. And he said, adios, TNA. But let me tell you something.
I have a plane to catch.
Well, let me sit here and say this, though. I was on the phone with one Shay Soy. We were chatting it up as we were watching Impact. And as we were watching, I saw that he had a backstage segment with Kazarian. I don't know, this is the first time on TV that they've been face-to-face in years. And AJ is just looking at him, but he looked at the championship belt. And you know what I said? Listen, I know this sounds absurd, but I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway. As I was watching this, I said, I would love for AJ Styles to win that TNA championship one more time. And before he retires, he wins the WWE championship too before he retires. Now, you might be asking, well, Jack, what? Like he wins it, then drops the TNA? No, he wins both at the same time. Now, is that sky in the pie? Yes, it is. Do I want that? Absolutely. Is it going to happen? Probably not. But I would love that because AJ Styles, I mean, he's one of my goats, personally. So, yeah, he hates that song, and it's wild to me because it's really a bop. Like, I get hyped. Like, I get ready to jump off stuff and elbow something. Like a chihuahua. Former Fortune 4 members. That's such a long name. Yes, I remember that group. That was pretty much their version of the Four Horsemen. I remember that group. Do you remember that group, EC?
Yeah, that was one of the highs I was talking about with Dixie Carter. AJ Styles does hate that song. Well, he never wants to hear that song again, but he knows that all the fans want to hear it when he goes to TNA. And I'm glad Jeffrey mentioned that he didn't come out right when the song played. He probably didn't know what was going on because production was so bad. Look, I'm just going to be real with you, bro. TNA's production was not good tonight. It was a distant third. Now, I know there's one, Mad Dog Kelly, is saying, oh, they're now AMC, they're about to be number 2. No, they're not. They're still 3. But they're inching up to close to being number 2. Not saying they're going to surpass it, but close to being number 2. But they need to get the production in order because that's a lot of hiccups. It was too obvious that the AJ Styles little backstage segments were taped before he even came out, right? Very obvious. So they need to fix some stuff with their backstage.
Well, I would hope that they fix these things up because I love that they're on AMC and I want them to succeed.
AMC,
I mean,
AMC.
There we go. We had an AMC. AMC is probably.
Can we talk about something else that burns my gears? Yeah, let me tell you.
I mean, I didn't even know you had any gears, but go ahead.
Yeah, so WWE does this thing where they do things, and now TNA is trying to do something where I don't like the copying, right? So here's what I'm saying.
Oh, I think I know where you're going, but go ahead.
Oh, we got stars here.
All that.
And then they got them all in the front row. And that was problem number 1 because it's like WWE does this. They bring these stars that happen to be on the channel that they're on, right? And then they have a couple wrestlers. They show a couple wrestlers that couldn't make the card. So they got to be in there and clapping, in the stands. I can't stand that. Then you show all these empty seats in the back. Now, Grant, I understand what's going on.
I saw that. No.
But that was not That wasn't a good look. That was a good look. Don't put them in there with empty seats.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I agree. Go ahead, please.
No, you know what's funny? You know what I thought you was gonna say that they would be like WWE. Now it's been a while since oh my God! When I saw that executive producer Sad Carlos, I laughed. I immediately said, "Ha ha!" Now I don't know. Were they always doing? I would ask Jeffrey because Jeffrey watched. I feel like he's been more consistent with TNA than I have. So please tell me if that's always been a thing. But to me, when I immediately saw that, I laughed because I thought like no other wrestling show was doing that until WWE was doing that. So that's exactly what I thought. But the empty seats. Look,
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Did Vince McMahon put executive producer and all that stuff?
I don't want to talk about that, man. You already know.
I'm just saying Triple H had to flash his name across the screen when he took over.
Well, you know what it is. You're not following the Triple H era. You have left the Triple H vortex.
It wasn't a thing.
Talking about TNA. Okay. That wasn't always a thing. Okay, George was watching TNA. Well, George, thank you for being in the chat and joining us here as we get ready to talk. I just realized our stream background and everything is Hulk Hogan colors. I think it's hilarious. They probably think we're doing a Hulk Hogan stream. We're absolutely not doing that.
No, we're doing TNA Impact, which is better Hulk Hogan, who did not show any Hulk Hogan clips.
I thought he was going to be sick and say, well, and Hulk Hogan didn't show up. I was like, come on, man. But let's talk about this. We have Elijah and the Hardy Boys. They take on Mustafa Ali and the Order 4. I'll be quite honest with you guys. I know who Mustafa Ali is. I did not know who these other gentlemen were. And the Hardy Boys.
Have you ever shopped on Temu?
No, I shop at the other word.
Shein?
Yes.
So if you shop on Temu, because I don't think Shein does this, they send you emails. They say you get 6 free gifts, right? But you have to buy 1 gift in order to get the 6 free gifts. So Mustafa Ali is the gift you have to buy, and then Order 4 are the 4 free gifts that you get.
You know what I appreciate about you, executive consultant? You said that on your dome. I honestly thought you was looking at you, but I can't tell because you're wearing glasses. Was you looking at your wrist on that joke? Because I feel like you wrote that down just to make sure you had it.
No. That I am straight off the head. Let me say,
off the hip.
These guys bored me, right? No, you started off with the way you should start. Bring out the Hardy Boys. That makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. Elias came out, and I thought it was 2015. That's fine, but the Hardys were out there, get the crowd hype. Mm-hmm. But I'm not feeling Order 4. Mustafa Ali, I like. Yeah, I'm not feeling Order 4. And I'm trying to say, like, I don't want it to only like WWE bred people. You know what I'm saying? So they got to give me somebody I'm like, oh, I like this guy. But they gave me the Righteous. And I wasn't impressed.
You know, it's Jeffrey, I think that's a fair comparison here where he says, think about it as JBL's cabinet upscaled with the Order 4. I can kind of see what you're talking about because Mustafa Ali have this political gimmick and stuff like that. So yeah, Mustafa Ali, he's great. I mean, I'm more familiar with him. The Righteous, I don't know a whole heck of a lot about them. I've heard their names. I think one of them is rumored. And I believe that, but once again, I'm not familiar with them. And apparently they have a feud with the Hardys. Look, I thought the match was fine. I thought the Hardy Boys, they did their signatures. I thought the match was a pretty solid open. Matter of fact, when I was watching this and chatting, I talked about in Cheap Plug here. I don't even know if it's still on our channel here, but we talked about we did tag team of the years, and it was the Hardy Boys, and the Hardy Boys have been killing it. I don't know. Let me ask you this here.
Hardy Boys ain't retired.
You're a hater, bro. Like
they're like
look. I'll be honest. You're 50. You're not far from their age. Why are you so ageist all of a sudden?
You're like aging yourself, but that's fine.
You're like 2 days.
Hardys
you're like 2 days younger
old.
than them.
They look old. They look hurt. They look like, especially Matt looks like
Matt looks like he's going through the ringer.
On to whatever he has left. But the bottom line is time to hang them up.
What, the pants?
If it means he stops wrestling again, sure.
Well, what if he start wrestling in his undies? Yeah, well, not Nick Nemeth. That's supposed to be his brother.
I don't want him to wrestle. And that's supposed to be a Genesis on Saturday. Speaking of which, I just looked up the price to because I tell you, this is the first time in a long time I'm interested in a TNA pay-per-view. Do you know how much it's going to cost?
Is it 50?
No.
What is it?
$40, which is still more money I'm willing to pay. They almost had me.
Yeah, they almost had. Was it supposed to be on Saturday, right?
It's Saturday. I'll be at work. But I still would have ordered it for all of the key people at the club if it was 20. Maybe 25. I'm not doing 40.
What about 30?
Nah. Somebody had to go in there with me. And I would say, hey, you trying to order this TNA pay-per-view? They're like, what? Why would I order a TNA? We have it here.
So Righteous are indie guys. That's all I know. They had talks with WWE and NXT. They were in NXT crowd one time. I remember hearing one of the guys was supposed to be rumored or was a part of the White Six. I always remember that. That's how I first.
That's the only gimmick that might work for him.
I could see like the guy with the locks. I just don't know these gentlemen's name at all. But like, hey, look, one of the things. No, I mean, I don't think that's the single guy's name. I'm talking about
Righteous 1, Righteous 2.
I'm just making a note here that let me see here. Executive consultants expect a text. Okay, cool.
You get right underneath it. I'm shaking.
You didn't even have a pen. Like I literally have a phone here, but of course you would have a pen. You always like writing someone's getting a fine. But anyway, don't do that. I'm not done talking. Don't.
I haven't said anything.
No, that's all you do. No, because when we get on the phone and I say something, you go, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not interesting enough. But here,
you said it.
No, you're a fool. But what was I going to get at here? You made me forget what I was going to say. Terrible. But one of the things I like when I watch wrestling, I might not know who this person is, but I give an opportunity to say, hey, let me watch this person and maybe I can become a fan. I don't know nothing about the Righteous. I'm just being I'm just going to say I leave the door open to be to see what these guys can do. Heather By Elegance is back. Yeah, I saw she was back, but she doesn't wrestle. Why doesn't she wrestle? Did they say any reason why she
doesn't? Never announced why she's not wrestling.
You know what? Let's talk about that real quick. So I'm watching this segment. Paris Hilton is there. Not Perez Hilton. I said Paris. I think they wish they could get Paris Hilton, but Perez Hilton, a name I haven't heard.
No, they'll take the D.
Who?
The D.
Why is there a D? Why are we talking about D?
Because Paris Hilton would have been an A. They couldn't get A. They couldn't get B. They couldn't get Z. So they got D.
Well, listen, they get this guy. I haven't heard about this guy. I thought he fell into a hole or something like that. But I see this guy. Actually, when I saw that they were going to have him, I said, okay, I guess they're just getting whoever they can get here. But he's in the ring here with the Heather By Elegance or the Elegant group. And as I'm watching
the Elegant brand.
Sure, the Elegant brand. But I have to ask you, why is all their last name Elegant? There's Heather By Elegance. Elegance. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not saying the C loud enough for you. Elegance. How's that, Miss Frizzle? Thank you. But the Elegance, and all of them have the same last name. And then there's this guy. I'm not familiar with him. I mean, you know a lot about wrestling. Have you ever seen this guy? Have you ever heard of this guy? You haven't. And I sit there and I see him. His name is Mr. Elegance. I said, why is everyone got to have the last name? This very last name. I almost believe that's not even his last name. But it is what he is. He is here. He comes out in feathers. What do you think about the because I don't know how much, I mean, we talk about wrestling a lot and stuff like that. I don't think I've ever actually but what do you think about this brand of elegance?
It's not captivating, it's not entertaining. This is actually the low point of TNA and Impact tonight. That guy's not going to last long. Sorry for him. But he's not entertaining. They need to try something else. Let's talk about the inspiration coming out and not being charismatic as much as they used to be. And I think it's because they don't have the Iconics music.
You really think that? I don't think that at all. I mean, I don't know if something. I don't even think. I don't know that music.
A couple months ago, the Iconics came out in NXT. They looked so happy. You know why? Because they got their music back. And they got their swag back. This time, the music wasn't as entertaining. They didn't even show the whole full entrance. Doesn't work for them.
I don't think entrance has anything to do with it. I mean, look, I sat here and
I don't know
said
why.
that I was expecting to see AJ Styles. Well, you know, a lot of people also thought Chris Jericho would show up. He didn't. But
Who is this? Matt Mandel Kelly? Chris Jericho's not going to show. I mean, Matt Mandel Kelly. He goes in the bathroom. He's in the stall, and he's hoping Chris Jericho will show. It's so sad. Look, bro.
Why are you outside his bathroom and know this?
No, this is what he tells us in the chat. You don't.
No,
pay
he don't tell me that.
I
didn't know any of this chat room. I didn't know that. Yeah. He did though.
Yeah.
I have the chat. I have that on mute. I told you that, so I don't know what goes on. What was I gonna say? You talked about the thing. I like that they came out to this music because actually, when they did come out, what was that called? Showdown, and they came out to iconic themes. I said these are TNA guys now, our gals, and they're coming out to the NXT. Look, I hear what you're saying.
TNA guys come out to their WWE music.
I don't like that though.
And WWE people come out to your TNA music when they're. Santana Morella came out to.
And you know what? That's fair, and I give it a pass. Listen, I love that. That used to be my love.
Well, I prefer the Iconics version as opposed to the Inspiration version, and I'll double down. When the Hardys come out in WWE, they come out to their WWE music.
Wait, the WWE and TNA theme are the same. They pretty much own that. I'm not saying
anything incorrect.
I mean, they still have it. I mean, if they had like their own, like when back in the day when Jeff and Matt were not with, and this partnership wasn't going on with no TNA and whatnot, they had their own theme. Like Jeff had his own music. So I want to sit here and say that it's yes. I just want to sit here and say, and I don't know why, Kevin, that you thought that about, or you expect that person to show up. I don't think he's going to be showing up anywhere anytime soon. I just don't think so. I just don't think it's in the. I don't think he has time to do that. But
take that.
But hated Jeff Hardy's heel. I actually like that. Another Me. I love that. I thought that was a pretty good track. This match was okay. I didn't hate it. It just didn't do anything for me necessarily. I did like that when they had the video package and they did show the classics and they showed the TNA knockouts and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool.
I'm glad you mentioned that. WWE, take notes. Here's what TNA did better to you tonight. At the beginning of the show, they played an actual show intro with music and video clips. I didn't see nobody walking backstage with a cup of coffee, with luggage, hugging their friend. I didn't see any of that. I saw actual stuff to make me get hyped, pumped, and excited. Then they started with AJ Styles talking, hyping up. Not Carlos Silva, not Dixie Carter. Are you taking notes, Triple H? They didn't put themselves over.
Well, not for nothing. Carlos was seen a lot on TV today, more than ever. I
noticed he likes being there for title changes. And he looks so awkward. Hey, let me ask you a question. I wish Big Daddy Cool was here.
Well, I wish he was here too. Screw you, jerk.
It's fine. Who's more awkward? Tony Khan. Or Carlos. Okay. Yeah, answer that.
No, it's that easy. I went to like collision taping, and it's 100% Tony Khan. And there's other videos that can prove that, but I'm gonna go with what you call it. Carlos actually, Carlos does other things besides be sad. You know, I saw him. So, As by Elegance takes the knockout tag, the TNA knockout tag titles, right?
Having a hard time saying that.
I did, yes, but my tongue got in the way. But
sure she said.
As he's putting it, as he's giving him the title, he's so happy that he's given his TNA talents the championships. And I laughed. I said, "Oh man, I can't wait to see an NXT tag team take these titles." And then he's just sad again. I don't know. He just always seems so sad. Sadlos. I was calling him Sadlos.
I thought that he was just happy the match was over because I was.
No, I just think he was happy that the belts are just not on, because WWE has been taking all those titles. Like they got the Sky Blue. Do you see the Sky Blue belt?
Titles are the one Stacks has. The championship titles.
It's Stacks, not Snacks. It's Stacks.
That's not what Snacks. I said.
You said Snacks.
You want to talk about Snacks? Talk to Katie. Look,
I don't know
All
what
I'm
that
saying
you're implying. That is just, what are you doing?
you need to look at the board.
No.
Anyway,
That's all line on Tuesdays.
those titles, they had the best looking titles in the business.
We talking about TNA?
I believe so.
The belts are very shiny. You know, Leon Slater couldn't be on. I didn't even realize. So I was.
Did he work there?
Hmm?
You didn't realize that Leon Slater works there?
No, not even that. I mean, listen, Leon Slater works there for the time being because he's so WWE bound. But no, he was supposed to have a match, and then he wasn't there. And I think they said something about traveling issues or visas issues because
Visa issues.
Yes. So
And
yeah,
then
that's
he doesn't directly work for WWE yet. Because he worked for WWE,
not yet.
WWE would have, made. Forgive me. He would have white people that shit.
Okay. I have no idea what it means, but sure.
He would have been there. They would have fixed it.
I see what you mean. Oh, you mean like he would have been on the show? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying. All right, but yeah, no, it sucked that he wasn't going to be on. Matter of fact, I even joked because when they showed a lot of packages and video packages and stuff, and I thought that was great. I love stuff like that. It makes me miss the stuff like what they used to do in WWE back in like that early 2000s, mid 2000s, however you want to call it, and it would have all these video
they did
packages.
show for the knockout one?
Who?
Victoria.
Oh man, and she was a big part. I don't know if she was shown, but one of my favorite knockouts back in the day was Roxy Laveau. I'm not sure if she was shown on there. I saw ODB. I saw the beautiful people.
I definitely saw ODB.
Yeah, I saw her. I saw Awesome Kong. I don't know. Was Taylor Wilde show? Because they had to. No, 100%. It not to say it bothered me, but it sucked.
Awesome Kong, Gail Kim.
You have to.
Beautiful people. Those are people.
Was Brooke Tessmarker shown? I because everything was kind of fast. It's hard to keep up with everything. But
that reminds me. Why was Candace Michelle?
And it's funny. When I was on the phone with Shay, she asked, "Did she ever work there?" I said, "No." All I remember was working. Matter of fact, one of the things that they said multi-time women's champion. I said, "No, she held the championship once." She held the championship once, lost it to Beth Phoenix, and never won that championship again.
That's very good. I didn't know that.
No, she was one of the women I had a crush on back in the day. And listen, she wasn't the best wrestler. She wasn't one of the best wrestlers, but she held the championship. I rooted for her. Look, I'm biased. So
she's a good model.
Huh?
She's a good model.
Yeah, no, she's a pretty girl. She was a pretty girl. She just wasn't in the same conversation as Beth Phoenix, Melina, Mickey James, and Victoria. I mean, I don't think she gets mentioned enough. You mentioned Tara, but she was
Victoria should have been mentioned.
Victoria, Tara, whichever one, but she should have been shown.
Let's talk about the best debut.
I thought you was gonna take over. Go ahead. What, did you freeze?
No, that was a segue for you to go to the next person or next place.
I mean, you sat there and you folded your arms and you did that. It got everyone suspense. So please take the floor here. What was the great debut here? If you're talking about what Santana Marella bringing out, I'm not gonna call her Sonya Deville, but formerly known as Sonya Deville, but Dara Ray. When I was making my notes, I just want to throw out here. iPhones are hilarious. They always change things. I put Dara Roar, and I said that's not her name, but Dara Ray debuts, and then we get the debut. She also debuts when we get Elena Black. I hope I'm saying her name right. Formerly known as Corey Jade. Elena. There is an A. I said Alana. I'm sorry. Elena.
You made it a short A instead of a long A.
I was winded. That's why it wasn't long.
I bet. Sonya Deville. I wasn't expecting to see her. Very happy to see her back. Welcome back, baby. It's so nice to have her on my screen. And they made her a heel. She's best as a heel. Good job. TNA, bringing in Sonya. Added bonus, bringing in Cora Jade. Cora Jade, I thought, had a bright future. When she got injured and came back, she started to decline a little bit. Don't know what happened. Don't know what happened at all. But I think this might be the resurgence that she needs. She's going to be a good shot in the arm for that knockout division. I think this was a great segment. Good job again to TNA.
No, I agree. I think this is a great. These two are great additions. I'm not sure if she's going to be wrestling talking about Daria, but when you talk about Elena,
how you doing, man, dog?
You know, I was chatting about it, and I want to say it was 2 years ago. I'm sorry, everything just moves so fast and stuff like that. It seemed like it was just last year, but I always thought that one formerly known as Cora Jade was going to be the one to take the NXT Women's Championship off of Lyra Valkyria. I think there was things like injuries and a bunch of other things that happened that derailed her. But there was a period of time where it just seemed like she was going to be pushed and be the chosen one, and things happened. So I concur with you and hope that she has a fantastic run in TNA and prove a lot of people wrong. I think a lot of people have already, not already, but there's people who count her out and said a bunch of stuff and just very mean-spirited online. So I really hope the best for her here. So Sonya is not with them. No, she hasn't been with them for a while. Because I thought she was a producer. But
she was at least last
what was
year.
the name? I was talking to Shay about this, and I was like, so whatever. Everyone's going to have their opinion about it. But it was Sonya, Shayna, and God, what's the other girl's name? Starks, Zoe Starks. What was the name of that group?
PMC or something like that.
Why everyone keep saying that? No, that was another group. It wasn't PMC. Was it PMC? It wasn't PMS. I remember
PBC, PBJ.
No, that's a sandwich, fat ass.
I don't eat that, so I don't know.
But you're the one who named food. Yeah, Google that. I forgot the name of this group. I thought that. Listen, I liked all the girls in it. I just hated the name. I thought Elena Black was taken off. She did. She took off some time.
Pure Fusion Collective, PFC.
Yeah, Oh, that's a V.
I knew Jeffrey was going to come out of nowhere with it.
Well, George beat him. George beat. Oh, was he?
First of all, they're all.
Yo, cocktails. There wasn't no damn cocktail.
Yeah.
No, George was right. It was the collective.
Terrible.
It was awful. It was very, very awful, and I really wanted it to. I wanted it to work because I just look. Shayna Baszler, she wasn't, and this is not a WWE thing. She wasn't the same like she was on NXT and went to the main roster. I really wanted the best for her. I thought Zoe. I thought her in-ring stuff was great. It's just she wasn't a really good talker. And then you have no, she's not. And I think and I hope at some point her in-ring stuff could make up for that and win the crowd over. But you also have Sonya. My point is there was a lot of talent here. It just didn't work. Yes,
I thought Sonya found her niche when she was with Chelsea Green.
That was good. That was good. That was good. That was a good pairing. You know, not for nothing. You know, I know I'm going to sound silly here. So when I'm watching and you see someone come out, I was not thinking Elena coming out. I said, yo, is Mandy? I almost said Mandy Moore. That would be great. Mandy Moore comes out. I would have loved that. But I was saying, is Mandy Rose going to come out? And then when I saw it, I said, oh, okay. So I look forward. I got to see what this knockout division looked like.
I thought it was going to be Mandy Rose, too. It would make sense for it to be Mandy Rose. Mm-hmm. But it's fine for it to be Cora Jade. That wasn't. No, I love that. I can't say it was disappointing.
No, I wasn't. Not at all. And I look forward to see where this goes. So I think the last thing here is really the main event. We're just speed running it here, and we hope. And real quick, once again, you're watching Unpopular Review. So if you're new,
we are forgetting something.
What are we forgetting?
I've been waiting to talk about this as well, because my God, this woman is still hot, still beautiful, still sexy, still cute, still freeze up when I see her in person. I can't pronounce her name in TNA. I think it's Lee something. TNA Knockouts Champion. Xia Li.
Okay, yeah, we did forget this segment. Go ahead.
Oh my God, that woman is hot. So hot. Hot segment.
That's your journalism. I thought there was gonna be follow up about the stuff and her facing
There's no
Zaria.
following her. You might as well end the show right now.
Okay, so thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week. Oh no, not next week. Because this is the only time we're gonna be reviewing Impact.
Unless I
Um,
find 2 hosts for TNA. Yes.
I mean, if you guys really want this a thing, let us know and we'll try to figure out something and
If
find
it
some
was
hosts.
live every week, I would say I'll be willing to
It is.
entertain
Is
it.
it not? It's not live every week.
No, that's what I was looking up. Next week is going to be live because they have the PLE pay-per-view this Saturday. And then they tape like the next 3 episodes or something. Or they're probably taping 2 episodes Thursday and then 2 episodes Friday for a month. That's TNA's normal schedule anyway. They tape like all their episodes for the month in 2 days, and then the talent have the rest of the month off
Okay.
to go do other bookings and stuff.
You know, if I could say, and I don't have the reports in front of me and stuff like that, but this was something I thought was really cool, and I'll get into the segment real quick. But I did like this because I just think it's so different. But they have the injury reports, and I thought that was pretty cool.
I thought that was a nice touch as well.
Yeah.
I thought that was a very nice touch. The only problem with that, and why WWE would have probably never adopted, they might, right, is the fact that they really like the surprise return. And sometimes they like it better that if you don't remember or don't know when the person comes back, it kind of, like if you know Jacob Fatu is on his way back, it's going to take away from Triple H's favorite thing, which is to dress somebody up in all black, attack somebody, and then reveal himself.
No,
but I think it's a nice touch.
Yeah, I do think it's a nice touch. Jeffrey's saying they do it all the time, and I believe it. I don't watch TNA enough to comment on it. So I'm pretty sure by week 2, week 3, I'm like, oh, okay, you adapt.
They might want. I was gonna say they might want to spruce up their commentary table too. A little too basic.
So basic it made him yawn. This segment here, so it looked like Lei Ying Lee. She's actually. You could keep doing that. I do the opposite, but Lei, she's a fave of mine. She's a fave because when I went to that NXT show that was out here in New York, which was a great time. I won't throw any names. I don't do that. But I went there and someone said, "We know who's going to be eating the pin." And Xia Yang Lee said, "I do too. It ain't me." And she won. I love that so much. She has become a favorite, and she is a part of the community of the JPC. Love that for me. But her and Zaria, they're going to be facing each other at this weekend's pay-per-view. And good for Zaria.
Good for Zaria. If it was anybody else besides Lee, I would be rooting for her.
I love it for Zaria because she, I don't know how much of we chat about NXT, but I always sit here and say, I don't know how much you watch of it. But like she took like such a step back, especially when Julia and Stephanie, she came around that time. And I like that she's getting an opportunity. She's getting some eyes on her. She's
very good.
She is good. She's very, very talented. It's just she took a back seat, and she's not beating Lee at all. I don't see
might,
but I don't see it.
I don't see it, but I think it's a possibility. Because it's still a WWE star.
I mean,
let me explain. When with TNA on AMC, right? Mm-hmm. They need to have a WWE star on every episode for the foreseeable future.
But I just don't see them do it with Zaria.
You see Joe Henry coming back.
Well, yeah, I was actually surprised by that because I thought he was going to big time them, but he when he showed up, which is hilarious. You say his name and he calls you. I mean, like, where's this guy just? Joe Henry. Joe Henry just needs Joe Henry's in too many fires. This past week he got slammed by Tony D'Angelo. Now he's showing up on TNA Impact.
He's taking a step back.
We got company. What is going on, Messiah? Wouldn't be mad if Zaria won. Honestly, that knockouts. I think the joke here is like those titles have been hoarded out. You know, they had the TNA World Champion. That knockouts title, I've seen some ass. Um, we got I don't think the tag titles ever. You know, the titles. I mean, you
Because
know,
the Hardys don't want to let him go. Matt Hardy
yeah,
says, not for you, player.
are they being managed by Tilo, Teddy Long? I'm amazed by this. I didn't know. Did he sit there and he stood up for the Hardys? He said, this
Probably.
doesn't work for him."
Doesn't work for him, brother. Main event time. Bully Ray comes out, hugs Dixie Carter. And AJ Styles comes out because he has a particular interest in this match. So he takes a seat right there behind the camera so you don't see him. As you see, AJ Styles. Kazarian
was not paying attention.
versus Mike Santana. And then we find out after Mike Santana wins the championship that they have to have a rematch at Genesis. What? Not agreeing with that decision.
You know, I gotta ask you. I was talking to Sawyer about this, and we were talking about like Mount Rushmores for TNA and stuff like that. I don't know if we ever.
That's difficult to do.
That's difficult to like. If you can name, because I actually have a Mount Rushmore, and then I'm like, well, if I had to remove two because they wasn't TNA originals, because for me, AJ Styles, Sting, Kurt Angle. And I feel like I have a different fork, but I'm going to go with Samoa Joe. I feel like that's the four.
Solid.
Thank you.
Very solid.
Thank you.
I can't argue with that. That's probably my fork. You know
AJ, because
I think there's a lot of honorables in there. I think a lot of people don't give him enough credit for how long he was in TNA and what he did for that company. But I would say Kevin Nash.
That's good.
I would say Jeff Hardy. I would say Bully Ray. I would say Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley, really? Okay.
Yeah, I would say Bobby Lashley. And that's it. I feel like there's somebody important I'm forgetting. I kind of want to make an argument for Rob Van Dam. But
really?
But I think I'll say at the end of the day, you're four. But I really feel like, let's see, Jeff Jarrett should possibly be in there. You know,
I can see why you would put Jeff Jarrett though. I could see why he would be in a conversation. But you know, I'm going
to go with you. I'm going to agree with you. The four that you picked is probably the four I would pick.
And I'm going to know what
your Sting and AJ in there.
I would ask you guys in the chat, what does your four look? Because everyone's four look different. I did sit here and say, so I thought it was interesting some of the names. You said RVD, you said Kevin Nash. I can understand Jeff Jarrett. Bobby Lashley, not so much. I mean, listen, and Bobby Lashley's run in TNA, they used to call him the walking apocalypse. And I said, I love that for him. And I think that was the first time they paired him and MVP together. Yes.
You know what we forgot?
King Booker. Are we talking about Booker?
No, we're talking about the system.
Oh yeah, what do you call him? Dirty Dango. Dirty Dango. He's retiring. Him and Eddie Edwards. See, I like this group because they don't have the same last name like the Elegance brand, where everyone's an Elegance. Would you like being called Chris Elegance?
You know why you and factions don't have any weight with me? You like the Don Callis family. And not only do you like the Don Callis family, you actually are with Cap and liking the Don Callis family.
Let me see. Let me see. I feel like I should upload this picture.
I already saw the picture.
No, not you. Of what? Oh yeah, I did. I put it in the group chat. Yeah. No, not for you. Not everything is about you, burgundy shirt. Sometimes it's about the chat. I'm the chat.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. Huh?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
About the chat?
No, they said something about it's not about me. I didn't say anything was about me.
It shouldn't be about you.
I saw the picture.
All right, and I'm saying it's not about you. Maybe I'm talking to the people in the chat. How about that? But yes, he is retiring. He's calling it quits. He didn't do and you know what? God bless Dirty Dongo because this could have been fatal for him. Gunther could have been right there waiting to choke him
Gunther
out.
should have been there for him.
He
You know
should have
what?
choked him
And
out.
maybe if Gunther was going to wrestle him in his last match, I can ask this question and I can actually get answers. Give me your top 5 Fandango matches.
The one match that come to mind is the one with Chris Jericho. If you're talking just strictly, are we talking strictly TNA?
No.
Oh, okay. No, I can't do no matches, but the only match I think about, and I know he had a lot of matches. I remember that triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship and all these things, but the only one I can really sit here and say that was solid was him and Jericho at that year's WrestleMania. It was
you know why?
It was with him and Jericho, and yeah, I remember.
At WrestleMania.
Listen, I know, and it was at WrestleMania. Yeah. Listen, that was his debut match because I remember he kept saying, "Gotta let the R." What was it? You gotta let the.
And Jericho did not want that match.
I remember like this thing because I know you're like Vince McMahon's your guy, and Vince wanted to prove he could still make stars, and that was his thing. And Fandango was his project at the time. This is 2013. Listen, I don't know if it didn't work. I don't think it just had longevity because listen, not for nothing, his theme it was like #1 for a minute.
And you're not a king.
Whatever, that was #1. How many times have you been #1?
I'm always #1.
Oh, everybody, we got a candidate for funniest host 2026 because that's funny. That is funny that you are awkwardly moving, and it is.
He had to change it up a little bit because it was starting to get stale on people. And then when that didn't work, they went back to.
I remember. Oh, when he had that.
Breeze had to come to save his career.
I don't know if it would save his career, but it did help him. You're talking about that time when he had that Zorro music and he used to come out with
salsa music, and he was just doing the hips.
That was very uncomfortable. Yeah, so they're gonna be having he's gonna be having his last match Saturday.
Thank God.
With Eddie Edwards. You were just so mean. Like
nobody cares.
You were just so you were so rude. Like
so, I can't wait to the end of the match. You're gonna be like, "Thank you, Dongo. Mm-hmm. Great match at WrestleMania 29 with Chris Jericho." I mean, get the hell out of here, bro. Get out of here.
He did. It's always good to have one Shea Soy in it. You did, Richard. Now you lift your glasses up at 12 at night. Good job.
Because I couldn't see where a comment was because it was so fuzzled with nonsense. First of all, Cap, because you can tell she's not paying attention, I didn't do the votes this year. So thank you very much. All right.
We're going to have a replacement in the system. Yeah, someone's going to take. Do you think we get a new person?
So we're going to find somebody else who only had one match at WrestleMania?
I'm sorry, huh?
The replacement for Dirty Dango. I mean, you can only go up, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, watch out. Here comes Tyler Breeze.
Why do you have to talk with your hands? Are you cold?
I am cold. It's cold down here.
I don't believe it.
It is cold.
You're wearing short sleeves.
Well, yeah, because I'm inside. But it's cold.
We got Chris McCarter, I want to say his name is.
Oh, Powerhouse Hobbs?
Cupcake Prince? Jesus.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say Powerhouse Hobbs will be the new person on... Who aren't you a fan of?
You just offend people. Like, you should just be in a box. Just in a cow door somewhere. I feel like I'm the only one who knows what
Powerhouse
you know what cow
Hobbs
doors
would
is.
be a good replacement for Dirty Dango because then maybe they'll look like a threat.
Look, Mad Dog Kelly, your BFF says here and say Fandango had been great on the Indies. I've seen him once for the record. Once, by the way. That's a
he's been great on the Indies because you've seen him once. So that means he's been great on the Indies. Oh, that's like Charmaine meeting somebody on the street and saying, "Oh, we're friends." Don't give me that bullshit. Don't give me that bullshit.
You're just mad because you don't have any friends.
I don't.
I know. Hobbs and Moose on the same page is scary. Those are two powerful black men. Yeah.
Go get her, Hobbs. Go get her. Triple H, please step down.
He's showing up in WWE as Go. That's good. Go get Hobbs. You know, a lot of people say that he's going to joining the New Day to replace Big E. They're going to call him Big H.
I like Grayson Waller.
Where is he?
Why don't Powerhouse Hobbs go to NXT? They need some people who actually have some size.
Did you see this one guy in NXT? I can't think of his name. Oh my God, I'm so mad I can't think of his name. But he threw people. He had size, and everyone, someone in the chat said that's Baby Obafemi, and I'm assuming he said that because he's black. Keanu Carver. Oh yeah, no, he's impressive. He's probably bigger than you. He might be able to throw you.
I doubt it. But you know what? I will say this. I forgot what I was going to say.
That's showing age, kid. Let's end this show because I know it's past your bedtime and you got Ben Gay to rub on them elbows. So let's talk about this main event here. We have Kazarian. So one of the reasons why I am going ahead, I'm helping you trying to get your memory back. But Kazarian against Mike Santana, those were the people in the match. Don't interrupt me. Shut up. Shut up.
Just a second.
No.
Mike Santana is the reason I'm so tired right now. He bores me. I don't understand what people see in him. He's almost as bad as Javon Evans. He's no charisma. He is not a good choice. First of all, the only reason how come they put the title on Kazarian is because they want people to get behind Mike Santana. And they said, who's more boring than Mike Santana? Oh, Kazarian, you're still around? Okay, let's put the title on this guy.
You are.
That's what happened. Ridiculous. They went to AEW School of Main Events.
I do want to sit here and throw out here real quick. I'm the nice guy. This guy
just a second. This man makes no sense, right? Him makes no sense. I don't even know what he's talking about right now. He knows Mike Santana's born. He just doesn't want to admit it. Why? Because he got that orange hair right there on his head a little too tight. I don't understand why you did it. Don't care. That's your own personal business. Drugs is a powerful thing. All I'm saying is Mike Santana is boring. It's fuck.
I want everyone for the record to know that he's very obsessed with me because he keeps mentioning my orange hair and my beard. Why are you so obsessed with me?
Just a second. No one has heard me mention your beard. Yes, you. You're crazy. I don't know why you're crazy. I know why I'm crazy because I watched Mike Santana and Frankie Kazarian. Kazarian is not a world champion. Not a world champion. Terrible.
I'm going to sit here
and say as just a second. Crazy as fuck.
You know.
Hold on, just a second. Look at this guy.
You saw him twice for the record. That's more than once.
Just say.
What, Ortiz?
What has Ortiz done? He's done a lot of things. He's made me contemplate retiring from wrestling. He's made me contemplate going to sleep early. He's made me realize that maybe I want to break my TV. He's done quite a few things.
Bad dog. Look, I thought the main event was solid. I'll say this about Kazarian. He's not like my favorite.
He lives around the corner.
Are you done? Do you have anything else to say? Because I feel like I've been nothing but constantly interrupted here. But I'll just sit here. No, shut up. I don't I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. No, oh yeah, look at you. You just full of originality. Look at you. You think you're so cool, and you think you said something. You said nothing. Matter of fact, honestly, you caused one of the greatest grease fires I've ever seen in my life. Top 5, if I'm being honest.
Just a second. No. I have actually seen Ortiz 3 times on the Indies. Give this man a Subway cookie.
Listen, I mean, I think it's fantastic that he saw him more than once. There we go. You know what? I have nothing to say because this guy, he has ruined the show.
Ice.
Oh, I thought you froze. I didn't know what we were doing here. I know. To be honest with you, I don't know what the hell we were doing here. Oh, you
For
see,
president? What? What? I miss Cap.
Yeah, me too. It's almost like I don't talk to her. She's fantastic. Shout out to one Shea Sawyer. But yeah, I thought the main event was fine. I think Kazarian is a fantastic. I won't say fantastic. But he is a fantastic wrestler. He's a really, really good wrestler. And listen, hey, I sit here and say this. Not one of my faves or anything like that, but I love a really good story. So, what's this guy like? 45, and he said his age, and he said, "Look, I'm world champion, and you could do anything." So I always like things like that. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Fuck you. I'm not gonna say I'm sorry. I love a good story. He wasn't destined to hold a championship long. He saw in the ring Mike Santana. That's their guy they want to get behind. He's their guy. I mean, a lot of people were upset. Now, EC, you're one of the few people who are, well, you don't really like things too much. You like thumbnails and blood, right? So, Mike Santana, he's their guy. And when he lost the championship, I forget how many months ago it was, people were riot and said this is stupid. Listen, this is the guy that they want to go with. And look, and I can't help but say that eventually he'll be on NXT TV.
Out of question.
How do you?
Out of question.
This guy.
Well, that's not true.
Who did you chat about this?
Sometimes
NXT.
They sometimes
NXT. I review NXT.
So Mike Santana will make a good C filler. But besides that, no, let's not do that.
You know what I like about you, EC. First off, we're gonna be friends for the rest of our lifetime, and I'm always gonna sit here and say I feel really bad that you lost your hair at an early age, and it must really be hard for you to function in life. I know you dislocated your elbow or something like that, but I do sit here and say this: you always sit here and you always think you're right. You're the guy who always get everything right. But here it is. You said, yeah, Javon, he'll be cut. But here he is. He's on Monday Night Raw, and I think he's going to kill it. And I can't wait for that young man to succeed. Prove you wrong, because you're the one who said.
You know what I want to see happen to your.
Tell me what you want to see, because I really don't care.
I want to see him wrestle Pac, and Pac does a overhead belly to belly on a steel stairs to Javon Evans. That's what I want. He did on the wrong person.
I do sit here and say this. Darby Allin does everything but says no to these spots, and I think it's ridiculous. Anyway, I look forward to Javon proving you wrong, just like how Liv Morgan proved you wrong. And I think there's a long line list of people who have proved you wrong. But listen, guys, this is the one and only TNA Impact review show. If there is a review show, I won't be joining Dr. Snuffless over here, and we won't be doing this ever again. But we want to thank you guys for being in the chat. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification. EC, there's stuff that happened here on Unpopular Review. I feel like I've been running my mouth a lot. And honestly, my back hurts from carrying you, so I need you to do some work here.
Your back hurts because you carry your cap. That's sad that you're that weak. But if you're asking what's going on Unpopular Review, Mondays, immediately after Monday Night Raw, you have Z Asylum. Occasionally Willie. Tuesday, you have.
I'm glad there's honesty.
Bad Guy Jack.
Boom!
As well as Sabrina Estella.
I'm sorry, real quick. No. Time out. No. That was awful. Terrible. I'm gonna do it. On Tuesdays, you could catch the NXT duo who was show of 2025. You can catch us on Tuesdays right after NXT go off the air. EC, stop. This is pathetic. Now take the floor.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought a jackass said something. On Wednesdays, you can watch the winner of the Best Duo award. Oh, no, you can't, because one of them left. So it's just KD and Sheriff, right?
Well,
KD
honestly,
Sheriff, AEW.
No, you're doing wrong. No, one didn't leave. Apparently, if you watch that review show, the other person died.
You're right.
Yeah, he died.
You're right. He died and got resurrected on SmackDown Friday with Mad Dog Kelly.
I swear to God, I was waiting for it. I will remember. I said, what the hell am I watching? And then you see the little white bird flying in the air.
Oh, my God. Hold on. Let me see if...
Can we find that? Please play that.
Oh, God,
please play that.
I was like, what the... what do you think is funny? Do you think that's funnier or Willie's clip for funniest host?
Oh, definitely. Vinny dying was funnier. I don't think Willie did anything. I just remember him sitting there and he said something.
Hey, look at this. Hold up. She took it out, unfortunately.
Oh man, how else are we gonna remember Vinny? You gotta watch that past episode if you didn't see it. I'm gonna see if I could find that clip and just like record it and stuff like that. But it's hilarious. Oh my god! Oh my god! How do they even do the show on Fridays? No wonder they don't do it. I'm sick. The hell is that? This background. What are we falling into a fucking vortex? Ah! I feel like I woke up people. If I woke you up, congratulations. But yeah, catch all those UPR shows. I know entertainment is trying to get is getting back off the ground. I don't want to spoil too much here, but see, even Shane saying that she felt like she was teleporting. I felt like I was falling into a vortex. I felt like it was it. Fell into the abyss. Like that sounds like SmackDown.
SmackDown's better. Getting better.
It is. I'm sorry. I shit on everybody. But you guys did some recordings about things. Do you want to talk about that? Debuts at the Royal Rumble. The hell of a
Cam, you should have seen it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find the clip and send it to you. No. I'm gonna find that episode and what you go. Cause that was a lot. It was like a memorial. It was like
he was so sad that I moved him to SmackDown. He's fine now though. I don't see Britt Baker being in SummerSlam. I'm not SummerSlam, Royal Rumble.
I don't either. I mean, what is our? I got you. Give me like 5 minutes, Jay. I got you. What was I gonna say? Yeah, because I was gonna say, what's her contract status? I don't even think her contract is done. And I don't think she is done. And even if she's done, here's the thing: I would sit here and say, so she has a dentist practice, right? And she has all that. Is she able to do both that in WWE? I don't think so. I think with AEW, I think she has that freedom to do that. I think once you join WWE, you pretty much I don't want to say sell your soul, but you are committed to the brand. You're doing all these other things are cut off. Like Chris Jericho, I see him joining WWE, but I don't think he does those cruises anymore.
Yeah, he will.
Okay, maybe he's the
you know one of the reasons why? It's multiple reasons. He's kind of bitter. He's almost Bret Hart. But one of the reasons
why he
joined AEW is because when he started to do the Wrestle Cruise, he was still technically partners with WWE. And he asked for some wrestlers. And they were going to send him. I don't remember if they were going to send him. I don't think they were going to even send him NXT people. I think they were going to give him performance center people. And he took that slap in the face.
That is. I don't blame him. I mean, that is a slap, but we can keep talking. But it's late. It's 12. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys for some more wrestling talk. Joining, I don't know if it's tomorrow or Saturday, but please join in the Friday night crew.
It's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow because they have an early show, supposedly. Right? It's like at they have an early show like at 2 or 3, right? Like the.
Well, yeah. Well, the one on USA. Oh, I forgot. Okay. Stay tuned. Yeah, the one on USA is at 8 o'clock, but a lot of people watch it with the VPN. It's at 2 o'clock. I don't. But then, of course, you get spoiled. Like last week's Drew McIntyre winning the championship.
But I
Jacob
said that
too coming back.
Yeah, Jacob Fatu. Yeah. So please join the SmackDown.
And the same get up that everybody else wears.
I just feel like that's just a gift. Like, I feel like when you come into the building, it's just folded up for you just so you can have it. Like, it's for the men and women, just in
Absolutely
case
right.
someone, what you call it. So, but okay, so
Absolutely
Mad Dog. And shout out to Mad Dog because on Tuesday, I kept asking him, and he told me everything but this. And he said,
"We are doing it at 7 p.m."
Yes, yeah, him and Vinny.
I
He
was
got
told that
resurrected.
Matt will not be able to make it. So
Sound like a conversation for after the show. So we see you guys. Wave bye to the people, and we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys. Bye.